Christians like to justify suffering with their God. Christians, they like to justify suffering with their God, and I don't know why. I don't know if they feel like when people suffer so much, like it's their God that is doing it, or I don't know. I don't know why they find joy in other people's suffering and they associate their God with suffering. Now, this comment is an example, right? I'm going to show you this comment for you to see. Read the comment with me. She said, so California case that the Lord consumed their country, actually is a state, not a country, is not enough for you to be wise. Denying Jesus at your own risk, accept him at your merit. It is not by force. Californians are suffering today because God decided to rain down fire in their homes. God was so angry and he decided to punish Californians with fire. And that's what she's trying to say. So it's either you accept him or more calamity will befall you. And that is just an example of what the Bible teaches Christians. The same thing happened in the Bible when Moses went up the hill to pray or whatever he went there to do. And the children of the Israelites carved an image, collected their jewelries, and made a carved image of a god. And God told Moses that, see what your people are doing. Go down and inform those that are with those people doing those things, that those people should buy every member of their family. Those people should cut the head of all their friends, their loved ones, their brother. God instructed Moses to do this to these people. That is why Christians think that when something bad happens to people, it is actually the will of God. And that is a very dangerous mentality. If your God is so powerful, if your God actually is so great, so powerful, why don't he help all the children in the hospital suffering from cancer? Their parents are praying day in and out, asking for a miracle. Why can't God help those people that are starving, that cannot survive? Those in the hospital that believe in God. I'm not talking about unbelievers. I'm talking about Christians. Why don't you use those as example and ask your God to do something? You're always attaching yourself to calamity. When bad things happen to people, you say it is your God doing. And that is an easy way to manipulate the minds of people. Because fear is a strong factor that religion use to capture the mind of innocent people and make you feel like you need this God so badly. If not, something like this that has happened to this person will happen to you. Which is a lie. And look at Christians in Africa that do not have half of what Californians have. The attention their government has put in place for them, our government will never do that. Christians in Africa are using Californians that are rebuilding. Under a year, they will rebuild their city as an example of what God can do. It is quite unfortunate. It is quite unfortunate that common sense is the only thing that human beings do not have. That is the truth. Look at this girl. This is a clear example of stupid people with phones and brains. This is an example of stupid people with phones and brains. The God of Christians is only after calamity. That is why in the Bible, your God needed Job to go through so much, and innocent people had to pay for it. So Christians do not have this mindset out of the blue. This mindset of bad things need to happen, suffering need to happen to praise their God. They did not just have the mentality out of nowhere. The Bible taught them that their God is only associated with evil. So do not blame them. I don't blame her entirely. That is what she has been taught. But what can we do for her? We pray for her. We pray for wisdom upon her.